Alright, I believe we are live. How's it going, guys? I don't know why I went into some random undefined accent, but how's it going? Super stoked about today. We're gonna finish up the farm. We learned yesterday that we were gonna need significantly more resources than what we've gathered. That's fine. I'm getting the pickaxe repaired. And we're probably going to need to spend some time getting rockets. Which is a little bit of a diversion. And I mean, yesterday if we decided to make a creeper farm instead of a gold farm, we wouldn't need to do it. This is the world we chose to live in. I suppose I could argue it was chosen for me, but random marble battle. I don't have a place for fully repaired bows. I guess I got some in there. That is good enough for me. Is it? It's probably night. I'm really close to. I was trying to time stream for that. It's out. Just in case. Oh yeah, and a bow would be helpful. It's gonna be like right. Oh no. Oh man. Alright, rip. So I can kill time for 6-7 minutes, or we can do something else. 14 is really not a lot on firework rockets. $14 is like 14 isn't even like a half an hour. Gunpowder. There's a small chance we have some in here. Is sand and paper in the same? I don't know, some of these classifications are weird. Like, nether brick fence in both of these? Quartz should go in there too. Alright. These are all my empty bottles were. Yeah, we're gonna have much better luck actually fighting them, because I'm sure I've scrounged up the last of the gunpowder like 3 or 4 times. Let's just work on it on the gold farm, that is, and I'm just gonna grab these as like emergency rockets. Hop off on food. All right, so we need another like 3 shulkers of magma blocks. We placed 2 shulkers. We're gonna need like 4.5 total. So. For 2 months. Wait, what in the world? Why am I getting drop notifications for my own live stream? Although I have been thinking I do need to listen to more books. Could do for audibles. Bet I don't sponsor people anymore. What am I doing? I need magma blocks, not. Head back to the nether ceiling. My mind feels all goopy because I've been Thinking about World of Warcraft. I got messaged by somebody who was looking forward to raiding this season. Who wanted to raid with us. We're kind of in. That's cool. You get spears. What would I call it? We've kind of like hiatus. We're in hiatus right now. So I turned the guy down, unfortunately. Apparently he was like on a raid team with like 40 different people, which, sorry if you don't know World of Warcraft, 40 is absurd. So the reason why it's a problem at all is because you have mythic difficulty, which is locked to 40 people. Not 40, sorry, 20 people. So if you have 47 people, you have 2 teams of 20 and 7 people who are just like, oh yeah, it's fine if I don't raid this week. And like, maybe they got some like weird pattern where, you know, they got like 13 people like on 2 characters or something like that, so they could fill like a full 3rd team. That is still absolutely huge. We thought about the possibility of doing a 2nd team with heroic, which is like flexible. You can have like as many people as you want. I shouldn't say as many people as you want. You have 10 to 30. Very, very flexible. But that even at like our guild's peak was kind of like, I don't know if we can get enough skilled players that are like AOTC level for that. World of Warcraft is kind of a funny game though. Like, there's a lot of people who played it for like a really long time, but are also like bad at it. You'll have people that are like, oh yeah, I've been playing since vanilla. I've been playing this game for 20 years, and it's like, oh cool, awesome. So you know how to play. Very clearly do not know how to play. I'm sure part of it is that the classes changed quite a bit. Like, I know my main class, Preservation Invoker, is entirely different. I mean, or within Midnight. One of the reasons I don't want to play right now, to be honest. I think they changed it for the worse. I'm sure you get a bit of like a Bulldog New Tricks type of situation with like super veteran players. There's a lot of ammo. Probably should have set a timer for today. Well, it's nighttime. Here's to hoping that 40 rockets is enough to finish our Come on, you're going that direction. Oh, I got juked. Okay, that one I missed. I'll accept that one as a miss. Seriously? Don't even give me the satisfaction. This feels like a good spot. His lava swimming. Is this what it felt like to swim? What my, like, rose tinted 1.12 swimming speed is actually like? I was thinking this will be hopefully one of the last times we need to mine so many magma blocks. Because ideally we could make a magma cube farm pretty easily. You know, if it's not like super huge or anything, we can expand gradually over time. I definitely want to do it as like a excuse me. As like a frog light farm though, right? So we use frogs to kill the magma cubes. Makes things a little interesting as far as like, where do you place it. These like little islands. I suppose it isn't that bad though, is it? Because I mean, if you you keep them and transport them as tadpoles, that's really not that bad. You don't have a portal to send them through and stuff. And as long as you have the frogs, because I think the frogs hop around in the nether. Farm design them. Actually, that isn't too bad. I can't get distracted though. We're building gold and bartering farms specifically for our jungle project, so I gotta go on to the jungle project after this. And I can argue and I could probably justify a creeper farm. Magma cube farm when magma is not gonna be a main block. There are frog lights. I was thinking it could be cool to use shroom lights to light our platform. The contrast really nice with it. Probably not even a shulker yet. Not bad for 8 minutes. But for the majority of a shulker. Good over, but basically 20 stacks. 20 stacks in 8 minutes. Yeah. I was thinking how nice it would be if we had tools with higher durability in Minecraft. I don't believe I've been to this actually. New to me. Yeah, because this one over here is probably the one a bit. No, I probably haven't. Oh, it looks super too. Lesson learned, if you ever want bastions, just go magma block. I suppose we have an elytra now, right? Like, I distinctly remember spending a long time in this world trying to find, like, bastion and fortress. It's part of why there's a couple bridges that are just like one wide spanning, just like random locations in the nether. But now that we have an elytra, it's pretty effortless to get around a fairly open space. Such a satisfying noise. I'm flying around so erratically. Do the stuff in the wall. How's it going, Floody? Oh, Flutie, that's right. Wait, is that right? I'm questioning. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Sorry, I forgot if I'm saying flood or flute. I think we're saying flood. No, I've said like half a dozen. I thought I was decent with pronunciations and stuff, but lately it's just like my brain has melted. Floody, alright, we got it. Floody. Which is interesting because you got the capital O, and like I see like capital O, it's like, oh, emphasis on the O. Being dumb. Typical streamer. Doing pretty good. We are collecting magma blocks. We have one shulker placed. We have a second shulker, I suppose, ready to go. It hasn't been placed yet. But the farm I'm copying for myself needs like 4.5. So we another shulker and a bit more. It is a lot of magma. Looking at the farm now, it's been like a few years since I made it or designed it with Moose. It's like the platforms are really large. I think like radius 11 or something. Thanks to the hydrate, Celix. Been a while since Celix has been around. Hope you're doing well. I've been pretty good. How about you? I was gonna say ancient debris. That'd be sick. I've been having fun, especially lately, like the last couple of weeks, working on making a video game, actually. Got yourself a job. Nice. What you up to? So much. So much good stuff. McDonald's, but the pay is pretty good considering only 17. That's true. that is really awesome, man. Hope you're enjoying it. I know a lot of people say that, like, fast food is some of the worst places to work. I got a friend who did Culver's, which is basically McDonald's in the US, but it's known for being like McDonald's but nice, you know? They like ice cream and custard and stuff. And I remember he's always pretty worn out. Pretty worn out, and there's some interesting customers he had stories about. At a look theater. What the heck is a look theater? $800 is really good. It's a big month, actually. Just a movie theater. I mean, you emphasize the look, and so I'm like, look, is this like some European movie theater style I haven't heard of? Just a movie theater with better food. Ah, okay. Oh, it's in the US? Okay, I've lived most of my life under a rock, so I'm sorry if I don't know even like US theaters and stuff. I think the last theater I went to was in high school prom, I think, actually. Went and watched Shazam. Oh no, I take that back. I watched Oppenheimer with my... Went to the theater in town. Pretty good, trying everything under a month. Usually take about 3 months. I'm too cool for McDonald's, trust me. You're gonna be that, like, jack of all trades, like, I can fill in for any position. You're gonna be the wild card for him. Usually a pretty good position to be in. So you just have, do you have like a... I actually don't know how it would work. Thanks for the stretch, Floody. More. Alright. Oh. That upstairs neighbor again. Do you have to clean the grill at the end of the day? Or is that somebody else's job? I remember seeing like videos and stuff of how like painful grills can be to clean. Okay, so you're just like cleaning it periodically throughout the day. Let's see. In some ways that's probably better. Other ways. Alright, have a good one, Floody. Thanks for stopping by. On my way out of here eventually. Find light, the open air. Oh yeah, have you guys started school back up yet? I'm trying to remember. School was weird in some places. It was like 3 month increments. You're like on for 2 months, then off for a month. On for 2 months, off for a month type of deal. don't remember where that place was. It might have been Spain or something. In the US, I work 3 days a week, so it's quite nice. This week I had a Monday, 3 Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday off. I have. Oh, by a 3 you mean Oh, I see. Okay, that'd be nice. 3rd of September. Wow. I remember even last week we had schools going back. It was unusually early for us. Worth commenting on for the people at work. Third of September, wow. You're gonna be a senior then? Final year. I am. Yeah, something like that. You didn't do last year. Alright, that's strange. He just didn't let you into school? My course was full of... Oh! Were you like industrial tech stuff? So they just like literally couldn't schedule you. Well, it's like they had too many people in the classes, right? Like, you know, class size is limited is like 20, and you know, they can't put you in as like... Hey, did you at least play some fun games? What cool stuff came out last? I'm gonna show my age. I'm gonna be like, Baldur's Gate 3, and it's like... Not that long ago. I miss it. Don't worry, I'm now old enough to know you're gonna miss school too eventually. Like, doing nothing's fun, but I don't know, school's also fun in some regards. Okay, so this will be... Locker box is 4. Let me open up the material list. Oh. I don't know, whatever. I know I need roughly another half a shulker. Low-key excited for college, mainly meet new people and deaf girls. Trust. College was a lot of fun. What I thought was really cool about college I didn't appreciate until later was like the density of people who are interested in like the same thing. Like, what exactly do I mean by that? What I mean is, how many different places can you get like a whole hall of like 20 people living together who are all like super into math? like that's such a unique thing. That I thought that was really cool. That, you know, you have 20 people who are all interested in math here. I mean, we didn't spend 24/7 talking about math, but it was also, I really enjoyed walking around it. You just see other people randomly walk around at 2 AM too. Boring campus. There are some like really crazy areas, like really crazy areas you're not supposed to be in. No, your college is our uni. Our college is probably some. What is your college then, if it's not university? Would college be like trade school or something? Or is like, oh, you know, I'm gonna go learn how to do welding or something? You mean? Or it's probably has only been explained to me like 20 times. Still don't. So, college sounds like high school. 16 to 18. High school is still a very generalist. It's the first level where, like, I believe technically you're allowed to drop out, but if you're a high school dropout, we probably got issues. But, I mean, you're still learning, like, everything, right? Like, you're still learning English, you're still learning art to some extent. You might be able to get a few like industrial tech or like welding classes and stuff, but you're not able to specialize. It's a really good vein here. Yeah, and so I don't know, that seems like our college too, because I mean that's when we specialize. Like there's some general requirements. Like I had to take some arts and stuff. I had to take some history. But like at the end of the day I could load up and I could take like 4 math courses a semester. I don't know why I can't just call it all the same. I don't know, you guys have what's fish and chips. You guys got fish and chips. Peace was never an option. They're obviously called fries. I do remember needing glowstone. I believe it was for the Greg Tech World. So let's block. It's kind of funny, the town I went to high school in has a community college, which is just like a smaller college. It's like a 2-year school as opposed to a 4-year school. And I had a bunch of friends who went there, and they're like, it's just high school. It's just high school with extra steps. Because I think like a large majority of our graduating class went there. And that was a situation where I think most of them live still. So close. I'm not mining very efficiently. Actually coming or approach angles. Oh, have you seen the I've only heard about it at work from a coworker, but Kai and Kai Sinet and Speed are doing like a hardcore Minecraft. They're trying to beat like the Elder Dragon, the Warden, and Wither and stuff, all in like one life, hardcore. And my coworker was telling me like all the dumb ways that they're dying, and it's like, yeah, they finished building a raid farm and then they died like 5 minutes later. They beat it yesterday? Oh wow, okay. I guess I missed my opportunity then. I was gonna do it on ultra hardcore, see if I couldn't beat them. Like, I just thought it was crazy they're building a raid farm, like, I know totems are really strong, but there's other really powerful things in this game that you can get without resorting to a raid farm. Raid farms are also very dangerous, so, I was kind of surprised to see him do it for that too. Try the most bizarre methods. What was like the most bizarre thing? Guess we're just using our fortune pick. Careful. Yes. Oh. Ow. I don't even consider half the methods just pure stupid. Like how did they tackle the warden? That'd be one that would genuinely, I'm curious what their thoughts were. Is he trying crafting an iron golem? Hey, at least he knew what an iron golem was, alright? What? You know, that's, to be fair, that was my first thought too. Is like, all right, how are you gonna beat a warden? You're gonna snipe it from afar. Have a little bit of honor though, right? You know, at least fight it in like single combat since this is a challenge. I was thinking if you got like Turtle Master and like a beacon from the Wither you fought, you could probably go toe to toe with it. But I didn't know if the Shriek would pierce resistance or not. It's actually something I don't know. You know, I kind of want to be done mining magma blocks. Excuse me. Dude, we're like 3. You know, fine. I mean, the wither, maybe. Like, if they didn't use, like, potions and stuff on the wither, like, no totems is good. But, like, Ender Dragon, Elder Dragon, oh, Elder Guardian. I guess I haven't seen their gameplay, so I'm not. My expectations might be a little bit higher than what yours are. I would expect a clean Ender Dragon fight. Like, don't get hit by the giant, slow-moving fireball. And melee's dangerous, so be careful. It's impressive, trust me. Alright. I'll take your word for it. Alright, finally. Very pretty. Bam, that is 5 shulkers of magma blocks if we include what we've already placed and what is upstairs. Great Room was so funny, they were genuinely writing down the materials in a handwritten book and going over like a game plan. Like, in real life? Like a written book? Or like in game? Because I mean, either is kind of funny. Expecting, here we go. Alright, we're gonna take this way home. It's a little bit long. In real life? They had to have been doing that for the bet. Like, I know I'm prone to take notes and stuff. Passing around and stuff. So in Fate Grand Order, I've definitely written down like material lists and stuff. A bucket of cooked chicken. They should add it. Go on, Mojang. Bucket of chicken. Be great. I could have sworn I had a bunch of paper that I threw somewhere. Remember last time I was playing this world, I was like, we gotta get organized. And then I placed that and I started playing this world. Wait a minute, is there 2 of these? I do have 2 of them. I thought I was hearing it for the first time yesterday. Oh well. Hopefully I have everything I need. Got a little bit of a concern about what. I think we're me. So here's the farm we're building. Was it Floody who thought it was crazy how much magma blocks we're gonna need? Yeah, it was. I built this design with a moose on the Legend SMP. I believe the platforms are a radius 11. Usually people go for a smaller radius. I think I did 11 because it was nearly the maximum aggro radius. And I wanted to like reduce the number of layers. Not sure if there's like a huge reason for that. What I really like about it so far is, let me turn off the placement, is the contrast between our tube, our chute, and the magma block. Okay, first shopping trip next week with my money for my job. My $400 I had to pay for a hotel ticket to London with my friends. Still for me. 400 is a lot. A lot for hotel and ticket and stuff. I guess I don't travel a lot. That seems like a lot. Went to Gavin's wedding. Was it $300 for a night? It was $200. Like $100 for like. And I drove there. I didn't even get accommodations. People didn't even drive me. I had to drive. It was pretty fun. Talked a lot about Rocket League and how we were gonna play so much Rocket League when we all got home. And you know what we've been playing every single day since then? Not Rocket League, other than Gavin. I suppose Gavin. Rocket League. The rest of us don't. So something that's going to make this somewhat interesting is while we are building it, we are far enough away that gas can spawn. First priority is Rocket League. Yeah, basically. That was kind of like the main link that most of the friends and stuff had, because he had like coworkers from when he worked at a grocery store there. Then it was with the Pikachu and the Pikachu and I have known Gavin for many years. We played many games together. Rocket League just happened to be the common link that we shared with the convenience store workers. Nope. Still single. Actually, I'll be 26 this year. I don't want to think about that. 26. No women on the horizon. I guess to be fair, I am feeling a little bit more comfortable because the World of Warcraft guild I was in had, I think like half the raid was like 30 girlfriend. Now granted, there was the other half was like 30 and had wives, but. I think we had like 3 nights in a row where, because of a wife, somebody had to miss a raid night. And it was like all understandable stuff. It's like, oh, we're in the hospital because of wife or something like that. It's like, obviously you're good, but it was kind of a funny joke. It's like, all right, no women allowed. I am an unk at this point. 26. Practically a grandpa. It's crazy to think that like shows that I grew up with are like 20 years old now. So like me looking at 80s movies like, I don't know, we'll say the A-Team. My perception of the A-Team is like relatively speaking the same as somebody else's perspective to like the shows I grew up with. Like, I think Thundercats is another 80s show. Masters of the Universe is. A-Team, obviously. Knight Rider might be 80s. MacGyver, maybe. MacGyver. I genuinely don't know much about MacGyver. It is kind of crazy. It won't be much longer and you'll be at this point too, Celix. What, I mean like 20, 30 or so probably? Another 5 years? What's like one show that's like I don't know, I remember seeing a whole bunch of stuff that was like 2010s and I was like, oh, you know, that's a fairly new show, and it's like, nope, 2010s. And it's like 12 years old. Oh, okay. Impending Doom, yeah. Just gotta remember though that like even when you hit like 25, theoretically for a second. I'm very optimistic about my lifespan. But like I believe 100 years is in the cards. It's not necessarily the card I'm gonna pull, but it's in the cards. So I mean it's still 25%, you know, you still got 75% of your life left. And you know, if you want to be extra conservative and say like, all right, I'm gonna live till 80, then I mean, still you're 60% left. Bro, I ain't living past 50. I gotta be old and I gotta like find a street corner and just like yell at kids all day long. And then when one of them wants to finally like talk to me or something, you know, I can talk to them about like the good old days back when Avatar: The Last Airbender was coming out. At that point, it'd be like a 40 or 50-year-old show. Back in my day. Yeah, that's like the original Dororo or whatever. Dororo or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce it. Art sounds are difficult Japanese. The one where the father like sacrifices the kid to demons to like make his land prosper, and then the kid's like blind, deaf, missing his like skin and other gross stuff, and then just like goes and learns how to fight demons anyways, and then just like kills a bunch of demons to get his body back. And then the ending is like the child companion becomes the love interest for whatever reason, but I mean, Japan do Japan, and this is like a 1950s show, so whatever. Oh wow. Yeah. Popcorn lung is a real thing. You go stand in the middle. I think the biggest thing you can do if you want to live longer is definitely avoid vapes and stuff. I think I told this story before, but I'm like extra against vapes and cigarettes because my grandpa died of cancer. It was a cancer unrelated to smoking, but that didn't change the fact that he died when I was like 6 to 8 years old and he smoked. Now, smoking equals cancer. And actually, there's a better chance he died due to exposure to like farming chemicals and stuff, actually. You calmer? Okay, to this. You gotta remember that's like 20 years ago, Celix. Dude's been in the ground for 20 years. Smoking and vaping for the calming effect. Oh no, I get it. Like, I'm the same way as soda, basically. Like, I drink so much soda. I got literally a soda right now. Yeah, that's nice, I suppose. That helps you get through times like that. Like, the calming effect is, like, very real, right? Like, in science literature, there's, like, the nocebo, which is very powerful as, like, a very real effect. But on top of that, if I remember right, nicotine also can be, very calming. Like, nicotine by itself, like, isolated from, like, the nocebo effect. Nocebo's on my mind because my boss gave me Epsom salt to soak in. He's like super enthusiastic. He's like, "Yeah, man, I got some Epsom salt. You can finish off my bag or whatever. You know, it can help your foot so it doesn't hurt as much. It's like reading online and it's like, there is not much scientific literature suggests that Epsom salt is helpful. And then it's like most of the effects are from the hot water soak. It was still nice. It was kind of funny because the bag he gave me was like not even like a salt shaker full of salt. Like it was there was like almost none left. Yeah, I'm glad I could finish out the bag for you. I know it's just his way of trying to be helpful. Sometimes I wonder how serious he is, though. Like today he told me how the eclipse was gonna like turn off gravity for 7 seconds in the US because there's gonna be like 2 black holes coming together. It's like apparently another guy was like, oh yeah, we'll be fine. Gravity will only be off for 5 seconds. And then I think he said something that was like, oh yeah, just to be safe, I had the ceiling fans off all day. And it's like I don't know how serious he was. I have no clue. I love him, but the gravity's not gonna turn off from the eclipse. Don't need to worry about that. No. All right. Well, bigger platform. I'm not skilled anymore. I'm a boomer. He can't even land on like a ring of blocks. Yeah, that's what I would say is like, you know, I think 5 or 7 seconds, I think human civilization is done. Like, I suppose to some extent it matters what you mean by like gravity is gone. Do you mean like the fundamental force of gravity is gone? In which case, like, all right, the sun explodes, Earth explodes, everything that's a matter explodes. Do you mean like nothing's attached to the Earth anymore? Type no gravity, and it's like, all right, well now we got a sudden like change in velocity. The Earth is still spinning how fast, and like it's very hard to frame. Oh, there's no gravity anymore as a non-doomsday situation. Oh. Just imagine what it'd be like to live in a world like that, where like there's gonna be a solar eclipse. And that's enough to make you worry about losing gravity. Really kind of puts like the rest of human history into perspective. It's like, you know, nowadays we have that, and it's like, you know, think about what people were saying pre-germ theory. You know, we got spontaneous creation. You know, you have your sealed jar of rotten meat, and you know the flies just appear. Oh yeah, you know, deer just appear in the woods when you give them time. All the wild theories and stuff. I suppose it turns, makes me think that, like, the high school politics of, like, the Roman Empire was actually, you know, pretty advanced for its time. Alright, good luck, Celix. Nice to catch up. I'm glad you're doing well. Have a good shift and have a good trip to London. So slow. Alright. Oh, whoa. Who knows? Maybe I'm going to be doing a lot more of these late night streams. We'll see. I feel like it fits my schedule a little bit better. But yeah, take care. Oh no. I leave my potion shell up here somewhere. There's no way I despawned, right? Okay. I was gonna say. Oh. We're actually going through a lot more fires than I thought we would. I suppose we got like the rest of the current layer and 2 more. Yeah. I don't know, hopefully we have enough. I am glad that it actually works. That is good to see. Think about this. This is all the first step. Then we gotta do like item handling and like transport and stuff. We gotta figure out the rate to which the rate to dispense gold onto piglins with stuff. I think for now I'll be mostly content if I just leave a few double chests down there. Here, trapdoor. And then we can come back in later and put in like shulker loaders and like item sorters and everything. I don't think it's super worth it right now. At least pre-creeper farm. What creeper farm does... There's some snow golem ones I've seen. We can also do like a standard flush one. This is there. Oh wow, I got a ton of DM. My brother said I made large progress in my video game today, when all I really did was make make an object that you can click and drag around the screen, so you can like place it in different places and stuff. No further functionality than that. And that is actually very small progress. Roommate is feeling better. They had a headache earlier today. And somebody else is doing financial math. They got a crazy plan that I think might actually work, which is kind of... the general thing that they're trying to do is that they think they can get their loans forgiven because of like a technicality of where they work. And so they could do like a an income-driven repayment and pay less, and then have the loans forgiven at the end, which is kind of funny. You make more money than I do. I don't do income side of payments. I definitely could. But my goal at the end of the time, well, at the end of the day, is to get everything paid off as quickly as possible. Which, income-driven repayment really wouldn't change that much. It just means I'd pay less each month. I suppose in some ways is good. In other ways, I would want to be paying it anyways, right? Because I don't want the interest to compound against me. Like the biggest thing I'm trying to avoid. And how the rest of the year turns out, actually, I might be able to straight up repay. Depends on how busy work is. Oh, sir, this is a... Sir, please. Alright, now we gotta go inspect the bottom. Things good here. We got another music disc. That is another downside of building the platform so large. We get gas as we're building. If it was a smaller platform, we wouldn't. I never stopped to ask if I should. I just went for it. I'm like 90% sure the way this came about was I built like a line and put like a turtle egg at the end to see like how far away the pigman would like, be attracted to it. And then figure out that number of blocks. Went to the middle, slash cylinder of that radius, one height. Put a turtle egg in the middle and bam. Alright, if we do 5 layers, what are our rates? How much moose action we are getting? Alright, checking on the tower. Making really good progress right now. Still have Discord information. Oh, I love magma blocks. It's fine. I'll just break my pinky. Fairly optional finger, anyways. Wonder certainly wouldn't be like a handicap, right? Like handicap is like I'm limited mobility. I wonder if you get like disability. It's like too small. I'll place on the right layer eventually. You know, the Minecraft world is finite at the end of the day. Might just take me to like the heat death of the universe. Actually, how long would it take to mine a Minecraft world? I don't know if I want to know the answer to this. Let's say you do 1 block per second, which I mean, we're gonna be instant mining. We can do multiple per second. I mean, you gotta move beacons. Yeah, obsidian is a thing. Some blocks aren't all gonna be instant mine. You know, let's just say like 1 block per second. All right. How many blocks are there in a? Oh, bye. Like 30 million squared times like what, 100? We're talking on the order of like 900 something and then like a lot of zeros. How many zeros are we talking? There's 3 zeros in 1,000. There are 6 in 1,000,000. So we're talking what, like 12 zeros? It's like 14 zeros. We're talking like 10 to the 14, maybe almost 10 to the 15 seconds, give or take. Is that a billion or a trillion? I think that's a trillion seconds. Don't actually have a way to confirm without releasing shit. Forget if carpet has an endgame, like I know Greg Tech. I think 1 trillion is. I have no clue how long 1 trillion seconds is. You know, like, are we talking like a month? Are we talking the human lifespan? Are we talking the age of the Roman Empire? Like, right. So I got probably about a shulker box to place. Wait, I have 2 more layers, don't I? I really had myself convinced that I was on layer 4. Alright. 30,000 million squared times 100. That is a large number. Big number calculator. Sure. It would be quadrillion. Square it. I get that absurd number. And then I multiply it by 100. And then we end up with this really big number. It'd be thousands, millions, billions, trillions, quadrillions. 90 quadrillion seconds. How long is 90 quadrillion seconds? $90 quadrillion seconds is approximately 2.84 million years. So we're like on the order of the lifespan of like, I can't even think what it's called. You know how we have like the Cambrian, like the Meso, the Triassic. Yeah, say all the buzzwords. You guys will know what I mean. I hear him, he's like right there. To work on the bottom? I suppose it does, because they see a full block regardless. Right? At least theoretically it should work. And before in like 3 hours where I'm like, gold farm? No work? Gold farm, no work, help. One, two. Oh yeah, stable ground. Is 7:48. All right, we got roughly an hour. Try and finish everything. Okay, let's do the spokes this time, I think. We're gonna do each of the spokes, and then we're going to just to mix it up, just for some variety. The spokes, and then go slice by slice. What am I thinking about? Thinking about this project. How it's turning out to be. I'm also thinking about other stuff that we need to get set up in this world. Like, for example, we don't have a Enderman farm yet. So I'm still using the decent but also slow skeleton farm for XP. So takes a while to repair stuff with it. I don't know. I don't suspect we're gonna need a really good XP farm before we start the jungle project. That doesn't need to be a priority project. I need to know for like projects after. Let me try and toggle. Save. I think the end goal is to essentially get to like a creative mode situation in this world where it's like, oh yeah, I want to do this really big build, but it takes I don't know, maybe like a specific color of glass, and I can be, oh, I know how to get that glass. I have my villager farm. I just like trade with like 100 villagers like 3 times, and then I have like thousands of glass for the project. I do know between piglin bartering and like villagers, you end up with a large majority of the blocks and the items in the game. How do you even do villagers at scale? Why are they running towards the middle right now? On this layer. It'd be strange if they're able to see the dig because it's so slow. Suppose there's a possibility still. Accidentally knocked her. Oh, 13 seconds of fire reds. It's my last act. The last shulker box. Not gonna lie, I'm starting to have my doubts. Maybe there's one that I just completely forgot about down there. I think about it, that's actually probably the case. Because one of them had some slabs in it because I like was partially using it yesterday. I wonder if there's any good farms that we could put in the area around this thing too. Stuff that's like AFKable. But even active would be nice too. A basalt farm maybe? Salt farm, beef farm would be good. I have a bad history. Never make a farm that works. I'll like copy like any tutorial like block for block, and it doesn't work. I have no clue what I'm doing wrong. So, to complete the build for the sake of today, definitely want some more hoppers and like larger double chest buffer. Probably just go manually mine the iron. Well, I need 8 or 9. Nine plus like 1 per. It's 4. 4 per double chest I want to add to like the bottom. So that'd be like 40, 45 iron plus 20. That's right. I think I have like half a stack of iron, so quite a bit. I keep on seeing on like YouTube shorts whenever I'm like doom scrolling it. There's this guy, Ingot MC. He's doing this like, I don't know, he's essentially got like a chamber or something like that, like up in the sky. And he's filling it full of like different blocks. Essentially, he's got like one block in his hand, like running around to like fill up the chamber. And it's like automatically changing for him, so that way it's like layered somewhat nicely. But every time he gets to like the end, he like goes into double F5, like goes to the edge, and does like an animation mod or something like that to like vow and like beg chat not to like destroy it. And there's like a donation goal or something. It's like, you know, you donate like a certain sticker or something like that, and it will blow up ways down or something like Ender Dragon or something. And every single time I've seen it, I don't think I've seen people donate to destroy it. I think he's pressing a button or something behind the scenes to destroy it. But it's just so random, and I see it all the time. I also this last time when I was scrolling through, I accidentally clicked and went to the actual live stream. I flipped like one more further down, and it was the same thing, except it was what's her name from the horror like kids amusement, not Five Nights at Freddy's, the newer one. It's like, what's it called? I don't know, the fuzzy one. Like the gameplay is you got like two hands, and you know, like you like launch them out or whatever. Like some of the puzzles are like you gotta press like an electric button, like wrap your arm around like these pylons to power stuff. Poppy's Playtime or something, I forget. But it was one of the characters from that in like the webcam spot, like an AI. And like otherwise like the exact same thing. Oh, we got fire. It's called Poppy. There's also a few times where I've seen like Asian games of some sort. So like this one, they had like a ring on essentially like a foosball table, and they're like almost like they're curling, but like not exactly. But there's like 10 guys standing around the table and like throwing it around, like knock things. That was one. There's another one where they're like this big long table. It's like tilted slightly towards where the players are. And there's these like little shelves. There's these like little shelves in the board, like up high, where you can like fit one of your balls in. And then you like roll these balls up the table, and it's like big gigantic arc. You try to like make it into the slots. Looks like there's like points per like one that you get in. And then there's been a few where it's like, I struggle to even call them games because it's just like, I don't know what they are. They're not really games. But essentially, how do I even describe this? I can picture it in my head, but I'm having a hard time describing it. Think about like the color sorting game or whatever, the mobile ad, where you have like cups with different colors or whatever of like fluids, and you're like, you gotta stack the fluids. It's like that, but in real life. It's not fluids, it's like pegs. And like, all you really gotta do is just like move them all out of the way and like move the correct ones in and stuff. You can see that one every once in a while. I see one that's slightly different. It's like a guessing game version of that one, where what is it? It's like these like mini little soda cans essentially, and there's like a order hidden from the player that you could see as like the viewer, and they had to like guess the ordering. Kind of like a Wordle. Kind of like a Wordle, or kind of like a Mastermind. That's what I know that game as, is Mastermind. That's what all of the I believe the math literature stuff called. Alright, so right, we gotta be careful. What's up on that? Up here, flip, flip, flip. This should be the last layer, right? Yes, but last time I did trapdoors all the way up, just in case. I believe that's the right call, but for now, we're gonna do that. Probably good. Circle off from Gavin? Gavin never. Heck. Let me drop down. I want to respond to this. Finally taking shape. Cubes in their best life. Yeah, somebody's already finished Orbital Call 3. They got Hakuno Welfare from Friend Point Summon. Hopefully we have a bit more. Okay, yes, we do have another one. Sweet. We are also out of fire res, basically. We're gonna do the top out of deep slate tiles. They're gonna throw these in. 1 second, guys. Cool. Friend had a really cool idea. You wanted to run by me. What my advice on it? And I suppose you also wanted to articulate it a little. You didn't really. So. Well. Feel like a little funny. I mean, we got these at the top level. What could you do? See in a minute. This level. A block. This is how we're doing the upper layer. Good. Place these trap doors. And we should be off to the... I don't think I'm gonna get like the final hoppers done. Like, won't be ready for me to AFK for like... Otherwise, they'll be like theoretically complete. Hey, I just noticed I went over on that. This is the metric. Why did I do that? It makes sense in some locations. Other ones it just seems weird. Just trying to pick block from like Matica. Should Right, so this is one side. Other side placed, and then it's like a... Probably should go all the way around though. Just kind of like how I do the ammo blocks. There's only so many ways you can place blocks. Oh my god. Bonus with the deep slate. That's pretty. Because of you, I'm gonna go to the right side. Doing this. I was thinking a gas farm would be a good thing to build over here. I don't know if there's a good way to turn this one off and on. This farm. Like I forget if zombie piglins have a light level requirement and how high it is. Like if it isn't too bad to hit, then theoretically we could try drop lava down from like the top layer to the lower levels. Like a good way to disable it. Because I mean, otherwise this is like I do want that. Alright, the full ring is done. Let's go somewhere where the slimes aren't gonna bother us as much. Sweet. So we're going towards the middle. What do we want? Towards the middle. So close. My pinky's actually starting to hurt. No. The pattern, the design. I think diagonal is faster. Which would be interesting because, and like, wait, why is there's chicken? There's cooked chicken. Which would be interesting diagonals faster because it's a very common problem in game development. Like so much so that like most tutorials and guides and stuff you watch that are like let's build a game bring up the fact that very often diagonal movement's faster, and it's because the way that most people recommend you do your direction vectors is you essentially say it's like, oh yeah, we're going positive X, so I set that to 1. Going positive Y, so I set that to 1, and then they don't normalize. And so you end up going like roughly 1.5 times faster in diagonal direction as opposed to straightforward. In fact, actually, I'm pretty sure you zigzag is the fastest going the direction you want. Whoops, is temporarily muted? My my stream helper is not reactive. React. Gotta work on that. Mostly a vibe coded project, but it's an internal one, so it doesn't matter. Oh man, now I'm talking about LLMs and AI. It feels like nobody agrees with me on. My take is for stuff that doesn't matter. So like an example would be like my stream helper, you know, just like it's used by me and only me and no security issues. It's just to help her display things and do some other fun stuff. Yeah. Random orbit battles. But then like as soon as I want to like make a website and like release this and stuff, then it's like, all right, LLM. And that's a strong yellow card, maybe a red card even. I do think the way they're advertised is like super, super, I guess, problematic, I could say, but also just like super on, like, companies advertise as like a truth agent. Like, no, really, it's just word salad, and it's doing really good at convincing people. Giving anything else, any other credit, it's dishonest. It is really impressive how well random word salad, predictive word salad can code things. I am genuinely impressed and surprised by that. That doesn't mean I want doing my research. A few years ago, I couldn't even do De Morgan laws, mathematics. Like, I ain't gonna trust that thing to tell me whether a specific example is an example of like a set of measure 0 or not, or anything really. Needs like a truthfulness like checksum, kind of like Bitcoin, to be honest, which is kind of funny that like Bitcoin like similar. I guess Bitcoin doesn't have a proof of truth; they have a proof of work. I think we're gonna run out of tiles. This will mean reduced gas bonds. Gotta time it with their jump. Oh, he spotted us. Alright, I need a few more stacks, basically. Oh. Don't think that's gonna be enough. Go. Oh. Oh, haha! No clue how he didn't notice. This row, it's like 35. Row will be like 30. 30-ish. Oh, less than 40-ish. My estimates are very wrong. I think this will be the last layer. We'll either make it to the end or we'll have like one. It also falls slightly short. Ooh. We need like literally, I think, a stack. Maybe a stack and a half, worst case scenario. Alright, this should be enough. It does look kind of funny. Block them off. Oh, pay attention. Heard the song and I was like, oh, certified bop. Yep, and those are mistakes I made in the original pattern. Oh, wow, that looks nice. This almost makes me want to, like, go even further and build around it. You know what I mean? Put, like vertical supports. Like blocks like straight through here. Weapons. Maybe not as like 1 1 1 1 1, but like 1 2 on like every single side. I think that'd look nice. It already looks pretty cool. And I suppose just ignore the fact that 4 of those are bamboo. Or that people can spawn down here. Actually, we only need 5. That actually isn't too bad. Glass looks pretty good, but I like this too. Let's build like a very, very basic platform on the bottom. I'm not gonna worry about the AFK tower because we don't even have enough rockets to effectively utilize it. We'll have to build a creeper farm next time probably. Do like first iteration finishing touches here. Kind of creeper farm. Like 3 in the middle, and then this one's different. 3, 4, 5. Middle. Oh. we go, and then it's done. Oh wow, look how convenient. I can just reach up here and grab all my stuff. The epitome of convenience. But yeah, we'll have auto crafters and stuff next time. How much do we get? Like literally just building, we got. Would that be like half a stack of? Almost a full stack. Wow. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. We'll pick these up too. A little bit more important. All right. Well, that's all I got time for today. I gotta go to bed actually. Pretty good progress. We got the gold farm finished up. We just got to do final touches down there and added AFK spot. Suppose I'll also mine the like 2 trees required to replace those with oak trapdoors to make it look nice. And we'll have like another centerpiece of our infrastructure of this world finished. Anyways guys, until next time, take care. Have a good one.